Hello YouTube and welcome back to the channel. I'm Jason, one half of Green String, and today I'd like to talk about the Africa Twin Adventure Sport 2021 model and how I set it up for my daily commute. So let's get into it. So this Africa Twin Adventure Sport is also the DCT model, which I absolutely prefer because I'm either obviously lazy and I don't like using the clutch that much. Also better going around the hairpins of the Alps, but that's another story. So I've obviously got this set up for my daily commute. I've currently got it fitted out with Givy panniers. I also have a Givy rack with a Givy top box. I also have a Givy tank bag, but I don't use that on my daily commute. I've got a smaller handlebar bag, which is also good for putting various cables in. At the front I have a pair of Lomo bags, which I find a very good soft option if you're on a budget or you're just getting into soft luggage. Really good. And also this Africa Twin is also fitted with the Outback Moto crash protection system. I've got the full rig on that, including the base plate. I've also got it fitted out with a Givy sat nav. Even though the Africa Twin does come with Apple CarPlay, I do like the opportunity to have a separate navigational system. It also has Givy trekking lights. We're currently using the standard windscreen, and we're also using standard hand protection. There's the Givy XT fitted. So you've also got the phone fitted with a quad lock. It also has a Scott oiler. A tyre pressure gauge is also fitted, and there's the ring for the tank bag, which again I don't use for my daily commute. Also, as you can see on the back of the bike, I have a fuel canister and a water canister. Obviously that wasn't put on there for my daily commute. I also use this setup when going on road style tours. Also on the bike is fitted the Givy toolbox with a Givy tool rack. Okay, so what I'd like to talk about now is the electrics I have on the bike. I currently have wired up on the bike the Garmin, starting at the front, the Garmin sat nav. I then have a Scott oiler system. I also have the phone. At the front of the bike I've got the Givy trekker lights. Then underneath the seat I've got two cables wired into my fuse box system. One allows me to plug in the battery management system, which is on the wall in the garage, and the other cable allows me to hook up my power bank system. So when I get to the campsite I can obviously charge up my Sena and my Sena camera that's on my helmet. So without any further ado, I'm going to pop the seat now and show you the fuse box setup and what I think the pros and cons are. So under the rear of the seat, what I've got is a normal fuse styled box. These are purchased from caravan shops or boat shops where you're obviously doing a conversion or you're wiring in some sort of fuse system. Very cheap. I think I picked this one up for under €10. Allows me to put in two cables straight in to the main battery, and then once they're in I've got a inline main fuse 30 amp going to another, obviously my fuse box, which I then divide up accordingly. So all the electrics at the front of the bike is being wired back to this unit. So this unit allows me to hook up 6 individual devices. fog lights, GPS, auxiliary, DC outlet. So this is what I'm currently using. Like I said, this only cost me about €10 to hook up with the cables that I had lying around. This allows me to plumb it all straight in, and I'm not having a junction salad to the main motorbike battery. It's not a management system, it's just a fuse box. So the downsides to this are, if your motorbike is turned on, then this stays on. I've got a switch unit there that turns off when I turn the ignition off. That's wired in over to here to where I've got an in outlet. So obviously when the bike gets turned on and off, then this unit gets turned on and off accordingly. But again, if I'm at the traffic lights or if I'm messing around with the GPS system and the engine is on and the bike is on but not running, this will still be drawing power. So that is the downsides. But again, the plus side is I can wire all my stuff straight to this, and if I have a problem with it, the red lights in the middle will come on telling me what problem or what fuse is not working correctly. I also have this cable connected here. This allows me to go through this little gap here and then pop into my soft luggage, and that will then charge my power bank for campsite. I then have another cable here wired up, and that allows me, when I pop up the rear seat, to connect my engine management system. So that obviously can just sit there, because obviously when that's plugged in, the rear seat would not be on anyway. As where the other one, I can thread it just through here, there's a little gap there, put the seat back on, and then that will allow me to charge up my power bank. Again, like I said, this is just a quick overview. Any individual questions that you want me to answer, please pop them in the comments below. And don't forget, this is Green String, and don't forget to like and subscribe.